Alright, I'm gonna color this and see if I can fix some of my cleverness here. I hid the fills layer, so I'm gonna have to add keyframes in as we go for those layers, because I'm gonna want to use the fills layer, I think, at this point. I'm also gonna turn off onion skinning, and choose bucket here, and I'm just gonna go with a lighter blue color, I think, for that. Yeah, even later still, I think. There we go. So then I'm going to frame over with the arrow keys. I'm going to eye and make sure I add the keyframe to all the layers. So you can see it added the keyframe down here to the fills layer, so then that way I can fill. Oops, hitting the wrong key there. Alright, so I'm going to eye, or arrow key over, I to insert a keyframe to add that fills layer. Okay, I got the bucket selected, so I'm just moving over, I adding a keyframe, doing a fill. Got a couple frames here to skip, I, and repeat ad infinitum. Oh, see, then it starts to get a little trickier. The game requires us to fill more pieces. If you remember, it gets crazier still. It's like a game of whack-a-mole or something. This would be the time in the video where you could probably speed it up if you haven't. I'll be honest, I watch these myself in double speed when I look at them and they are much better. I guess it just depends on the steps I'm doing, how much detail you want. Sometimes I feel like when I play them back, I'm much slower than I should be. There's the question, do you talk to fill the time? Or explain the finer points of what you're doing here, which is just pointing and clicking over and over again. Fortunately, I think they start to decrease here. Zoom in a little bit more, but all right, getting near the end, I can feel it. Last couple frames. Oh. I'll let that one go. And really nothing to do there. Or there. Or there. Let's see how that's looking. So it makes it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, throw a little color fill in there.